Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and welcome back for another Friday commentary. I do like doing these commentaries on a Friday. It just gives us kind of a chance to kind of reflect on the week's events, especially in gaming. I've had a pretty miserable week, to be honest, and that's nothing really personal. It's just, I feel like so exhausted at the moment with gaming. I don't know if it's because of the time of year it is, and just there's nothing coming out. I'd love the holiday period over the winter where you've got all the games that you've been looking forward to all year, and they all come out pretty much all at once. I just wish that they would just spread it out. I really do. And why a big name developer just hasn't come up with an idea to come out with a game maybe in June or July. I know it's not really the type of season where everyone gets involved in gaming, because everyone likes going outside playing sports and just being in the beer garden. You know, I do like that from time to time, but ever since I've had a little one, it's kind of hard to get that kind of freedom anymore. So I spend a lot of time indoors. So it's what's helping at the moment is the Steam sale. I don't think the sale was really that good this time. That it might get better. It's still on. I think it finishes at the end of the month, but I just feel like last year's Steam sale, but maybe because the PC was all new to me and PC gaming was all new to me, and I dipped in so much. I spent so much money in last year's Steam sale, and this year I don't seem to be buying too much, although I am looking at some of the games. I'm thinking I've already got that, I bought that last year. So but yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. So what are we talking about for this week? Now, I think Sledgehammer come out with a video I watched it only quite recently actually. It's the Exoskeleton and Future Tech video. I'm sure all you guys have seen it. If you haven't, I'll link it in the description so you can watch it. Maybe watch it, come back to the video. I didn't really look too far into it, to be honest. I know that it's single player. The guy who's talking, which I think is actually the owner of Sledgehammer, if you look at the guy's name and his tag or job title, whatever, I think he's the owner or co-owner of Sledgehammer Games, and he was talking about how much it's going to be changing the dynamics of the game. And yeah, I mean, some of the stuff in there is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but if it's in multiplayer, it's going to be ridiculous, and we shouldn't be talking about multiplayer. But the biggest thing that kind of scares me about these type of videos is that he focuses so much on the exoskeleton suit and all the future tech. It feels like if they left it out of the multiplayer, it would be a complete waste. So I know that it is going to be in it. It's going to have to be in it, because you wouldn't go to all that effort as a developer just to leave it out the main part of the game. Because don't get me wrong, multiplayer is the main part of the game, you know. That's where everyone keeps playing. I mean, the campaign, how long does that normally last? About 5-6 hours? I mean, if that. I mean, you know. So most of this stuff I think will be in the multiplayer like it normally is. They might leave out some of the ridiculous stuff where they just can't simply balance. But the energy weapon they showed in it, which was quite interesting, I don't know how that's really going to work. I mean, if it is, it could just be like all the other guns, really. Let's be serious. I mean, it's just going to have a different animation, because the ACR was pretty much like a laser gun, you know, and it's just, to me, it looks exactly the same. The only thing that I might have a problem with is that it's got absolutely no recoil on it, because it's not going to have that. And any of the future weapons shouldn't really have any recoil, so it might change the skill gap, keep the skill gap really, really low. So, you know, it's going to be that same old Call of Duty game where everyone gets to pick it up and everyone's going to be good at it. And quite frankly, I don't really know if that's my thing anymore, because, I mean, Ghost was like that. You pick up a gun, you can kill anyone with any gun, because, you know, you might argue a lot. Hear this a lot. All the guns are overpowered. Like, how can all the guns be overpowered? I mean, it means it's balanced then, surely. If every gun's overpowered, it's balanced. Which is quite ridiculous to think about it that way. But, I mean, Ghost is just a boring game. And I think I want to be hyped for this game. I really do. I really want to be hyped for Advanced Warfare, purely because it's not Call of Duty Ghost. And I felt exactly the same way about Black Ops 2 towards the end of its life cycle. I hated that game. I didn't want to play it anymore. And I was just so hyped for Ghost. I was like, oh, thank God for that. And it wasn't. But I didn't really look too far into the game, to be perfectly honest. I didn't really want to overhype myself, but I was hyped for it in the way that, you know, it's not Black Ops 2, it's going to be a different game, and look what we got, you know. Anyway, when I say that it's not really my thing anymore, I've been playing a lot of Global Offensive. It's a game that I did buy in the Steam sale this year. I will be posting a video on it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I've been playing it quite a lot, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But as I say, I'm going to post a video on that maybe next week sometime, so I'll talk about it. So I'm not really too sure if the casual game is really for me anymore. I do like casual games. I love Call of Duty. I love going backwards, but I just get so frustrated, and this probably sounds so wrong, but I get so frustrated with people who are worse players than me, and I just get absolutely smashed by them. And then I jump onto Global Offensive, and I'm probably the worst player in the lobby. But when I get a kill, do you know how rewarding it is just to get one kill? It's just like, wow, I just got absolutely smashed. And you just got to give or take, because I know I'm bad at the game. And I don't mean worst players. I mean, I do mean worst players. People who pick up the cheesy shit and just have to just cheese away with all the best guns and this, that, and the other, and the best perks, and the overpowered this and the overpowered that. And that really just, I think it's just got to a point with me where I think that this isn't a game. This is just, you know, this is a roll of a dice whoever wins this gunfight, whereas I think I've kind of like more of the competitive streak of it, although I wouldn't be interested in Call of Duty competitive play. I sound like I'm contradicting myself, but there is a point, I swear. The Destiny beta or alpha I played, I didn't like it at first, but then when I started getting used to the mechanics of the game and the way it works, I started to really enjoy it, and it's just like Halo, that's very competitive. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Take care.